Hello. Welcome to the Diversus channel. In this video, we have prepared the incredible story of the Sumerian civilization. I hope you will like this video. It is the first inventor of many fields such as writing, the wheel, mathematics, law, astronomy, and even the society that has laid its foundations today. You will be surprised when you get to know this community that lived in Mesopotamia between 4000 to 2000 BC. Please stay with us until the end of the video. The origins of the Sumerian people. The Sumerian people are widely regarded as one of the oldest civilizations in the world, with evidence of their presence in what is now known as Iraq dating back to at least the 5th millennium BCE. It is believed that the Sumerians migrated to the area around 4500 BCE and quickly began establishing cities and states. By around 3500 BCE, the Sumerian civilization had developed a system of writing, which they used to communicate and record information. The Sumerians were a diverse population, with individuals from a variety of backgrounds including Indo-European, Semitic, and even African cultures. It is likely that the Sumerian language was not the only language spoken by this early population, as there is evidence of bilingualism in some of their records. The Sumerian religion was polytheistic in nature and revolved around gods and goddesses associated with natural elements such as wind, water, fire, and fertility. The Sumerian culture also featured impressive architectural feats such as the ziggurats, which were stepped pyramids built in honor of their gods and goddesses. In addition to this, they developed complex systems of mathematics, engineering, and astronomy which enabled them to keep accurate time and accurately measure land and resources. The Sumerian people have left a lasting legacy on our modern world and will continue to be remembered for their incredible contributions to history. The Sumerian culture and religion. The Sumerian culture was one of the earliest and most advanced civilizations in history. They were the first to develop writing, law codes, mathematics, and astronomy. They also created intricate religious practices that were adopted by cultures around the world. The Sumerian religion was polytheistic, with many gods and goddesses who represented different aspects of life. The chief god was Anu, a sky god who was believed to have created the world. Other gods included Enlil, god of wind, Inanna, goddess of love and war, and Ea, god of water. The Sumerians believed in a balance between good and evil and followed a moral code that focused on justice, truth, and respect for the gods. The Sumerians believed in the afterlife and practiced rituals such as human sacrifice and offerings of food and drink to their gods. They also believed in astrology and read omens from the stars and constellations. The Sumerians built ziggurats, which were large temples devoted to their gods. Inside these ziggurats were shrines dedicated to individual gods, where priests performed rituals and sacrifices. The Sumerians also developed a legal system based on codes that regulated social order, property rights, and criminal justice. These laws were written on clay tablets and eventually evolved into a more formalized system of law under Hammurabi's code. The Sumerian culture was highly influential in shaping the development of civilization. Their religious practices, legal system, and social structure would become the foundation for many ancient cultures. The Sumerians' impact on history is still evident today. The Sumerian language. The Sumerian language is one of the earliest known written languages, and it dates back to at least 3500 BC. It is classified as a language isolate, meaning that it has no known relatives. While its origins are unclear, linguists have suggested a possible relation to the Elamite language spoken in present-day Iran. Sumerian was an agglutinative language, meaning that complex words were created by adding prefixes and suffixes to simple words. The language was written in cuneiform script, which was made up of a series of wedge-shaped symbols. This system was used for over 3,000 years, making it one of the oldest writing systems in history. Sumerian literature is some of the most ancient works in existence. The best-known example is the Epic of Gilgamesh, an epic poem about a hero king who must prove his worth to the gods. Other surviving works include proverbs, hymns, prayers, and legal documents. Despite its age, Sumerian has had a lasting influence on the development of other languages. Many words borrowed from Sumerian still exist in modern languages, such as English words like sir, father, lord and king. Sumerian also helped shape the Akkadian language, which is the ancestor of many modern Semitic languages such as Arabic and Hebrew. The Sumerian language may be long gone, but its legacy lives on in its literature and its influence on other languages. Its importance in history cannot be understated, and it continues to fascinate scholars and linguists around the world. The Sumerian economy. The Sumerian economy was based largely on agriculture, with a strong emphasis on trading goods and services. The Sumerians developed a complex system of trade and commerce, using weights and measures as well as a complex system of taxation. They were also skilled in the use of metals, such as copper and bronze, which were used to produce tools and weapons. The Sumerian economy was also dependent on slave labor. Slaves were used to work in agriculture, build temples, and do other manual labor. Slavery was an integral part of the Sumerian society, and it was seen as a necessary evil. The Sumerian economy was also highly organized and regulated. They had a system of trade regulations and laws that were enforced by the city-states. This system allowed for the regulation of prices and wages, and ensured that everyone received a fair share of the profits from their labor. The Sumerian economy was successful in its own time, but it eventually fell into decline due to environmental and political factors. As the climate changed and became drier, agriculture became harder to sustain, and the Sumerian civilization began to decline. Political unrest and invasions also caused disruption to their economy. Eventually, their civilization disappeared from history, leaving behind a legacy of immense cultural, economic, and technological achievements. The decline and fall of the Sumerian civilization. Sumer thrived for many centuries, largely because of their advanced irrigation system. However, this irrigation system may have led to the downfall of Sumer. The water diverted from the rivers to irrigate the soil also carried harmful salts and other mineral matter. The soil became more acidic and the crops started to die. Sumer lost its economic strength, which in turn led to a loss of political and military strength. Sumer was soon too weak to fight off invaders and was conquered. Below is a recent photo of the area where the Tigris and Euphrates merge. It no longer looks so fertile. It never quite recovered its former fertility, though the reasons for this are complex. To get other undiscovered secrets, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and like the video and share it with your friends. Thank you.